Did you know you can start selling digital products with literally $0? No expensive software, no website, and definitely no experience needed. We have actually helped thousands of creators do exactly this. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step how you can launch your first product and start making sales today. And make sure you stick with me to the end because later I'm going to share my favorite upsell and automation hacks that help this business run on autopilot. Now, the truth is that most beginners actually fail because they pick the wrong niche. But there's a few ways that you can avoid that. First off, I recommend thinking about your own experiences and what you already have a lot of experience in, knowledge in, are passionate about, etc. I recommend thinking about something from one of these three categories: health, wealth, or maybe relationships. For example, maybe you are a fitness guru, you love building fitness plans. That's a really strong idea for a digital product. If it's wealth you're passionate about, maybe you know a lot about the stock market. Or maybe you would consider yourself a relationship guru and people always come to you asking for your best relationship advice. Even if you're not an expert at one of these things, but you're still passionate about it and knowledgeable about it, you can always help somebody who is just one step behind you. Once you have your idea, you can actually validate it using tools like Answer the Public, Etsy searches, or even Facebook groups. This is just a really smart way to have a better idea of what people are actually looking for within that niche. Answer the Public is a completely free resource that actually looks at Google Trends and that type of thing to give you a better idea of exact terms that people are searching for and the volume, the amount of people that are actually searching for that. I personally like to leverage Facebook groups heavily because as a mom, I actually see a lot of moms in my Facebook groups asking for specific things, and that actually gives me a lot of ideas for what moms are actually looking for help with. And in a minute, I'm going to share exactly how you can test if a product will actually sell. The point here is that if you validate upfront by thinking of things that you're already knowledgeable in and passionate about, checking for validating your ideas through Answer the Public, Etsy, Facebook, etc., you'll actually remove a lot of the guesswork and actually create a product that is going to sell. And if you want to discover the perfect digital product for you, then you can download our totally free, profitable digital product discovery bot. I'll link that down in the description box for you. Now, what's great is that you actually don't need a ton of fancy tools or months and months of work to create your first product. In fact, a really great product you should be able to create in the span of a weekend. I recommend starting with an MVP, also known as a minimum viable product. And what this is truly just a simple, quick version of your initial product idea that is going to solve a very specific problem for the target audience that you've identified from step one. The purpose of this is to, again, really validate an idea before you spend hours and hours and hours building a super complex, let's say, online course or something like that. And this way you'll know that it will actually sell before you invest tons of your own time. In order to create that minimum viable product, I recommend starting out with something like Canva or Notion. This way you can create a beautifully designed product without having a ton of graphic design skills. In fact, there are some templates on Canva to kind of get you started, at least give you an idea of where to start and maybe give you some inspiration to build your own digital products. Once you've spent a few hours putting together your minimum viable product, it shouldn't take you more than a couple of days to create a free lead magnet, something like maybe a checklist or a mini guide similar to the type of product that you are selling. And you're going to use this actually to build an email list. Now stick with me here because this is all going to come together in step 3. I recommend checking out a website like System.io. This is a great tool because it is absolutely free for the first 2,000 email subscribers. I'm going to go into this platform more in just a second. But what's great about a platform like this is it actually allows you to collect emails for free. Then you can start building your email funnel, and that will ultimately lead into paid sales. If you need a few examples to get those wheels turning in the categories that I initially talked about, in health, it could be a free 7-day meal planner. For wealth, it could be a freelancer pricing calculator. Or if your specialty is relationships, it could be date night ideas for busy couples. By the way, if you could have somebody hand you just a perfectly ready-made template to sell as your actual first product, what would it be? Let me know down in the comments. Now, remember, your MVP should be super simple, quick, straightforward, easy to make, and it should really only take you a couple of days, definitely less than a week to put together. Now, imagine this. Somebody finds your product, buys it, it gets delivered to their inbox automatically, and you don't lift a finger. Maybe you're out enjoying your life on vacation, hanging out with your kiddos, reading a book, going for a hike. I don't know, whatever it is that you like to do in your free time, this is where using tools like System.io to automate your process is absolutely key to this business. System.io is an all-in-one platform. It allows you to do things like host your lead magnet, build landing pages, collect emails, deliver your digital products automatically, and even set up upsells and bundles in just a few clicks. I love that it is beginner friendly and absolutely free to start. All you need to do is create a free account, build your first sales funnel, hint, use that freebie we just talked about, set up automated emails, add your checkout page, and there you go, you can start selling. Now, you may not be sure exactly where to price your product, so I definitely recommend looking at a few other competitors within your market and see where they have things priced at. That could be a good sort of baseline for you to understand optimal pricing for your product. Maybe price yours a little bit lower as a beginner. And I also definitely recommend leveraging a pre-launch hype strategy. This could be doing something like teasing it on your social media pages before it's even available for sale to kind of create some buzz, build some traction and some interest around your product before it goes live. And in just a second, I'm going to show exactly how you can start building traffic to your funnel for free, and you're not even going to have to use ads. So remember, with tools like System.io, you can automate all of your sales and product delivery so you can make money even when you're not working, you are out enjoying your life. Now, of course, driving traffic is key, and let's be honest, we don't all want to be spending thousands of dollars on ads. So how can you generate traffic to your sales funnel for free? There are a few platforms out there that are completely free to use, and these platforms also happen to love digital products. I think you might be familiar with all of them. We're talking about things like TikTok, Pinterest, or even this one right here, YouTube. And by the way, you don't even have to show your face if you want to create a, social media account that features your digital products. You don't have to show your face. Faceless accounts work completely fine as well. Once you've started creating content on one of those completely free platforms, you're going to direct people to your sales funnel that has your freebie. You're going to send a few emails just fluffing up your products, your knowledge, and trying to kind of upsell and validate that you do know about the topic that you're pitching on. And finally, that will all lead to what you've been looking for, your first product sale. So I'm curious to know, based on those platforms, which one do you think would be the best for you? I personally love the idea of leveraging Pinterest because it seems really simple to create pins, post them on Pinterest, and have that direct you to your sales funnel. In fact, one thing that I absolutely love about Pinterest is that it's actually kind of a search engine within itself, meaning people go to Pinterest to find answers to things rather than, TikTok, where a lot of people are kind of more going there for entertainment and that type of thing. So I think Pinterest is a really strong idea. And of course, YouTube is a really strong one as well. But of course, there's tons of other ideas out there. The point is that you don't have to drop a dime on ads in order to start making sales within your sales funnel. If you have an idea of which platform you think would be best for you, let me know down in the comments which platform you think would be the most useful or interesting to you. I'd love to make a tutorial on how to start generating traffic with whichever one comes up the most in the comments. So remember, free traffic plus automated emails ultimately gives you a sustainable and growing digital product business. And by the way, if you want to check out our entire process along with scripts, Canva templates, and other done for you tools, make sure you check out our new free training, which I will also leave linked down in the description box. All right, but lastly, I know that this can be a hot topic. Should I be selling my own products, or should I actually be promoting other people's products through affiliate marketing? So let's talk about the differences for a second. First of all, affiliate marketing is actually when you push out another company or brand's product and you essentially earn a commission per sale on those products. If you're creating your own products, on the other hand, of course, you're creating them yourself, and on the upside, you are earning 100% of the profit. While affiliate marketing can be a great income stream and can be, an easy thing to do, the reality is that a lot of times these commissions are in the 5 to 10% range, and we're talking about making a 10% commission, let's say at the high end, on maybe a $20 product. Now we're talking about making $2 per sale. You would really have to be making, 100 or 1,000 sales per month to be making significant, side hustle income from affiliate marketing. What's great about digital products is that, again, you keep 100% of the profit. So if you have a digital product that you're selling for $20, $30, $50, then you're keeping that entire profit, and you would have to sell significantly fewer of those products throughout the month to hit your income goals. Actually, a lot of creators start with affiliate marketing first and then work on building their own products over time. And that's actually something that I've leveraged personally in my own experience as a creator. Is I've actually done a lot of affiliate marketing with Amazon and like to know it, but I've actually started switching over to emphasizing my own digital products for this very reason, because the profit margin and income potential is so much higher. Hopefully that answered the question for you, but ultimately I just think that while both income streams of course work, creating your own product is ultimately going to give you a lot more freedom, flexibility, and significantly higher income potential. Starting a digital product business in 2025 has never been easier or cheaper. With a handful of the free tools that we talked about throughout this video, a little bit of research, some automation, you can actually launch and scale a really successful digital product business without spending a cent. And again, if you want to learn our entire process, including things like free tools, Canva templates, and even scripts, make sure you check out our free training. I'll link that down in the description box. All right, now that you know how to start selling your first digital product with absolutely $0, you should let me know down in the comments what your favorite takeaway was from this video, if you learned anything interesting, and if you are going to go ahead and get started with your first digital product business now that you completely finished this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.